Imagine actually that you're standing on a riverbank, and you're going to take those things that are past, the beautiful things, just as gifts to the earth, as well as things that were painful, just as they are gifts to the earth. And you're going to take each of them as if you're laying them lily pads into the water, and you're just going to place them there. And you're going to let them float by. And as they float by, you feel neutral gratitude, right? Not sadness that they're floating, but a neutral gratitude, an understanding, a reverence, an ability to ground in that as it's letting go. And really anchoring into your being and your body, this feeling of fullness and of gratitude and of being okay in this moment. Right? This moment right now, you're not alone. You're safe. You're protected. You have what you need. You're loved. Right? So this moment it's perfect. It's actually just as it is perfect. So we don't need to hold our ideas. We don't need to hold our experiences. We can just be in this moment. And all of the experiences and all of the hopes and all of that have all formed this moment. So we can be grateful for them all, and we can also let them go. So I'm just going to ask to upgrade the body as you walk into this process. So now you're sitting along the riverbank, and you sit yourself down as you place all of those things, allowing the energy of the earth, allowing the energy of the water. So right now, for some reason, water, well, it's also because of the full moon. Cancer moon, full moon, lots of water. And so the thing is, the water keeps presenting and presenting and presenting. Water is an amazing thing because water both sustains us. It is both what we're made of. It's also what we connect with. Water connects all things and all people, right? It's actually really a beautiful thing. In American Indian culture, they talk about water. They have stories about the water. How the truth is that water has touched all of us. The same water, though, right? So you drink a glass of water, and that water was connected to all of your ancestors because we have a closed environment. So what am I saying? That water doesn't go anywhere. That water goes into the clouds. It then comes back into the earth. It comes through the water. Our whole environment, our earth, is a closed ecosystem. So all of the water that you have touched and drank is all of the water that all of your ancestors have touched and drank. It's all of the water so we're connected to this. So as you're sitting with this water, allowing the energy of that earth and that water to remind you of how we are never creating any sort of disconnect from any one person or place or time or moment or thing. So as you had also let those things go, they are still all infinitely swirling in our closed life and world here with us. They literally make your cells. They make your DNA. They make your experience. And they've served their purpose in a really beautiful way. And so just asking each of the chakras to kind of be connected and rebooted and energized and awakened. So each slowly, as you're looking inside through your third eye at your own being, and you're watching each light up. And so your root chakra is lighting up, and you feel that red ball of brightness right at the base of your spine, and how it anchors in the earth, and how you feel yourself dancing, and you feel your sensuality, and you feel your feminine, and you feel how you connect to all things, and you feel how you connect to the earth, and you feel how you actually do make sense, and you are where you're supposed to be, and you belong. Right? And then we move up into the orange and into the yellow and into your self-worth and into your movement, and we clear those parts of you that don't want to walk into the future and walk into the present and be with yourself, and we clear those parts of you that don't have trust in your process or yourself, and we just allow them to dissipate. And everything releases from your being. It turns back into light, so it can be used in the future by yourself or the earth or others as positive energy, as light energy, as a reserve of our power. And we move into your heart chakra. And we allow the sun to come. And so now in front of you is this enormous ball of gold. Right? This sun just beaming straight into your heart as if it was just focused on you. You were the only thing that existed. And it allowed your protection to be cleared, and it allowed your walls to be let down. And that warmth and that love just gently burned away those walls. And it just allowed that heart chakra to expand so greatly that your own heart is now the size of the sun. Beaming back to the sun information, beaming back to the sun love. The sun is information. Love is information. It's the highest connection. And the God of the sun, Ra, represents the connection of all things. So if we want to experience the love of all things and the love of information and the love of God, well then we must become that so that we can reflect it back to itself. Just allowing your heart to become that sun so that you can fully receive it. And moving up to your throat chakra. And there is a lot of tears. And there is a lot of pain there. There is where the voice gets stuck. And the movement and expression of the heart gets jumbled. Words are not a pure expression. They're a challenged expression. They're a highly limited expression. We have to try to verbalize our experiences, our messages, our truths, our heart. It's very limited. It's like you take this huge ball of sun we were talking about, and now you funnel it into this tiny, tiny, tiny hole. So it's the root of great frustration, and it's the root of sadness. It's the root of fear. And so I just ask that those be released from your throat chakra. Expand it. Expand it and allow it to be honored. Relieving that frustration, the judgment and the expectation of the throat and of that chakra and of that communication. Upgrading the communication between yourself and others, upgrading the communication between yourself and you, upgrading the communication between yourself and God, the creator of all things. And in that moment, you feel yourself anchor back into that expanse instead of that limitation. Creating this direct channel all the way through from your heart to above and back and through all of your chakras in your space. Upgrading your third eye, your trust in self, clearing all blocks to trust in yourself, trust in your intuition, trust in your heart, trust in your purpose, clear blocks to seeing and understanding and knowing, and to your crown. And this beautiful state of platinum and this beautiful state of openness and this beautiful vibration. And I allow that to be anchored into your whole being. And we just ground all of this. And we clear the space around you, in front of you, and behind you, to the right of you, to the left of you, above you, below you. And as you stand up on this riverbank, you appear floating above the river in front of yourself. A little bit translucent and very, very bright. I ask you to bring your hands to your heart in prayer and bow to yourself as she bows back to you. Honoring ourselves, our purpose here, and our greatest, most beautiful connection, union, and love to ourselves. And just bring you back into your space. And have you take a couple deep breaths, feel your body, come back into the moment that we're in. And just allowing you to be grounded